Hello everybody, I'm Ellbristow, this is Ellitopia Gaming. Welcome back to Software Inc. In the last episode we had a look, we finished our first piece of software, Visual, our visual tool, and we started our second piece of software, an audio tool called Audible, which was a very spurious naming convention. The specification for Audible was quite high in that one guy on his own probably isn't enough for that development. So we are going to need some more staff, and we built this big office on the end here for some extra staff. So we are going to hire some employees. Before we do that, let's have a look at the existing team core and have a look at the weaknesses here. We've got system design could do with some improving, and audio coding could do with some improving. Audio art, anything that's not full could do with improving, but I think our pressing needs are system design and audio coding in the core team. So that's what we're going to focus on. We're going to hire employees. We're going to get a designer first of all. We're going to focus on system design. We're going to set the wages at, let's say, just under 3,800. There you go, 3,789. Okay. We are going to need to interview them based on their overall skill and their specialisation and their personality, which is going to increase, as you can see here, it increases the cost of the interviewing process quite considerably because we interview every candidate. And the higher that we put this cost, I think this cost affects the quality of people that you're going to get, and this one affects the number of candidates that you're going to get. So you're more likely to get the candidate that you're looking for. At this stage, we're not too worried about the overall quality of the individual. So I'm not going to spend too much on our search. I think... I think that'll be enough. So let's go for begin looking. And here we go. Here are our candidates. And it has paused the game in the background while we look at this. We can sort these by skill level. And we have one particularly good candidate there. And then the rest of them are kind of average rubbish. Buford Castro. Let's hope that this is suitable. Right. So he's got 76.09 skill, which is kind of this general skill thing here. He's a very good designer. He has the system design ability that we were looking for, but his compatibility with the team is very bad, according to this. So we're going to have to be a little bit more careful. Now, the issue here is that, we have to come right down here to get someone that's just normal. I apologise if my voice or anything is a bit funny, by the way. I'm still getting over a cold that I've had. I'm still very coughy and a bit nasally, so I apologise for my odd voice. See, he's aged 54, though, Rigoberto Page. We might have to do this search again, actually. I've never had to do this before. But to get decent skill with the compatibility, we're going to have to spend more money. So we're going to have to do that again. So, designer... we can up the... Let's go for 3,850-ish. And we'll go for 2,880 spent on this search. Begin looking. And now we get considerably more applicants. And it looks like they are better quality applicants as well. Guadalupe Parker, 79% skill. Compatibility bad. Shelton Faulkner. 73.62% skill, age 21, which is very good. He has the system designer specialization that we're looking for. And he has 73% skill, and his compatibility is good. Apparently he's an optimistic snob, but I don't really know what these characteristics bring to the team, bring to the game at this point. Hopefully that will become a bit clearer as this game develops further. But he is, I think, our ideal candidate in this case. He is our system designer. So we're going to hire him on the core team, and then we go. He will start tomorrow. Now, the other thing that we needed... What was the other thing we needed? Audio coding. Right. Hire employees. Programmer. Audio. And for some reason, these get paid less. So let's go for... You can have 3,192. And we'll do the same amount of searching. 2,880, because that worked for us before. Eating into our funds, of course. Begin looking. Wow, okay, so some good skill here. But very bad compatibility. This one's not bad, though. Vera Buchanan, age 20, 66.38% skill. Not bad. Specialising in audio programming. Good aptitude, good diligence. Leadership's a bit rubbish. Optimistic and mean. Well, there you go. You can't pick and choose what you're going to get. But good compatibility works for us, so we're going to hire Vera. Is designing Audible, but is not competent with design work and might delay the release and add errors. Interesting. That must be a new-ish feature that they've added. I know that they were working on kind of having to split your teams up a bit, so you would have like a design team and a coding team and things like that. So Vera has been assigned to the core team, but it's saying her skill, 102.5% compatibility is good, saying that her skill is kind of dragging back the design phase of the development. I don't think at this stage, that's going to make too much of a difference. At this stage, the more people working on it, the better. It might add more bugs to it, which means the beta stage will be longer, but again, I don't think that's going to be a big issue. Let's just check that everything's okay here. Let's tweak the vacation times while I'm here. They can be on vacation in July. You can go on vacation. The marketing team take their vacation in June. So that everyone doesn't go on holiday at the same time. Unfortunately, vacations work on a team-by-team basis. So they all go on holiday in the same month, which is a bit of a pain when you're trying to rush a development. But there you go. You'll notice that the core team, all the skills have dropped backwards now. Mainly because it's giving us the scope to improve all these. We can send people for training and things like that. So this is kind of the average skill of the people in the team, or something along those lines. So the skill hasn't reduced. It's just been diluted, let's say. So there we go. That's our staff hired. They won't come in till tomorrow, so we'll have to skip to the next day for them to come in. Let's just check there's nothing that needs doing before we speed things up a bit. I think everything's okay. The lounge is looking good. This room is suitable for those two people to work in. We can certainly fit more people in here as the core team grows. But for the moment, I think everything's good. So let's speed up time. Let's zip through to the end of the day. Marketing's gone home. There we go. Core team's gone home. And here we go. This is where we get like a wage negotiation system. We agreed the wage when we sent out the advert for the interview. And now they are negotiating. Well, now I'm starting. I want a bit more, perhaps. Now, Nicholas Doyle is our marketing person. So he's asking for a pay rise because it's December. Once a year, they will ask for a pay rise. So he was on 2,700. He's asking for 2,750. That's absolutely fine. That person's asking for 3,859 instead of 3,853. I think we can afford that at the risk of upsetting that person. And 3,192 for 3,197 again looks okay. Accept all and close. Are you sure you want to accept these demands? This raises averages, that's a nice typo. The raises average €21, which is a net change of €63 a month. Yep, I'm happy with that. Whoa. Slow down. Right, so these people have come into work now. These are our two new staff. I've got this room here. This is my room, my fridge, my coffee machine, my computer. So these will take any other available desk area. That's a very bright room, isn't it? Those lights are very, very bright. But there we go. That's conducive to a working environment, I suppose. They're stopping for coffee, and they're stopping to go to the fridge and things like that. Staff have slightly different needs to you as an individual. For some reason, you as an individual never seem to need to go to the fridge, and you never need to go to the toilet. You never get unhappy, And that's, you know, that's just because you're the boss and you're a work machine. Let's drop the walls down. So there we go. I can see what I'm coding 01 at the moment. What are these people doing? Oh, 01, 01. Okay, we're all working on 01. Yes, but your staff do have needs. They have to go to the bathroom and they have to use the coffee machine. Well, we use the coffee machine as well, actually. They have to go to the bathroom, they have to use the fridge, and they need some, you know, chill out time and things like that. So you have to take those things into consideration with your staff. They're working along. Audible is being developed. The marketing on Audible is progressing as well. Hopefully that will be finished by the time Audible is ready to be released. And the marketing on Visual is happening on a daily basis as well, which is still making us a decent amount of profit. It's made us 24,000 euros yesterday, which is keeping us nice and stocked up, covering everybody's wages, just kind of ticking us along while we develop the next piece of software. So let's speed up time, zip through the day and watch these bars progress. This marketing will hopefully be done before the marketing team goes home, and this one will continue to progress slowly. Yeah, there we go. So that marketing team are handling this one, no problem. Let's slow things down. Marketing's gone home now, so this has stopped. But there we go. We're up to expected quality mediocre. Looking good. Looking good. Everyone's getting in their cars and going home. We'll probably move this car park later and use this space for something more productive. But here we go. Skipping to the next day. This one's only made 16,000 this time around. So it's starting to bring into question whether it's worth continuing to market the product. At the moment, it still is. We're paying, I think, 5,000 euros a day for the marketing, 5,700, something like that. So I think today will be the last day that we do the marketing, and then we'll take that off, because otherwise we're just going to be flogging a dead horse, as it were, spending more on marketing than the actual profits of the piece of software. Obviously, when we stop the marketing, the sales will drop very, very quickly. But that's kind of when we've decided that the sales cycle of the product has finished. Everyone's getting their morning coffee. 8 o'clock in the morning, I don't blame them. And we are all off to work getting things done. So, speed up time. Here we go. Marketing ticking on. Up to good quality now for Audible. Let's see how far that gets today. 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. Up to great quality. So tomorrow, this will be out of the design phase and heading into the development stage, into the alpha phase. So hopefully this will cease to be a penalty once we hit the alpha phase, because she'll be doing programming. I didn't see what the programming skill of the other guy was. Hold on, let's manage employees. Shelton was the other one. Yeah, he has virtually no programming skill, so that's the other way around. He's probably going to be slowing down and dragging back the actual programming phase of it. But there we go. Oh look, we're all in our 20s. Look, 21, 20, 21, 22 and 24. Nicholas Doyle, our marketer, being our oldest member of staff. So that's handy. That's not handy, it's interesting. Floors are getting a little bit dirty, so shall we call in a cleaner? Call cleaning. There we go. Not busy enough to have hired cleaners yet. One cleaner can come every other day or so, and that will, there we go. And they've got a parking space as well, and they'll get everything cleaned. Eventually, we will need a permanent cleaner to keep on top of things. But for now, we're okay. We don't need the permanent cleaner. It is really bright, isn't it? The lights are really bright, the lamps and things. Is there any way we can... No, we can't change the light level coming out of them. Really, really bright. But there we go. If I put the walls up, is that still the same? Yeah. How strange. Okay, well. Let's speed up time. And let's get to the end of the design phase. We're very nearly there. Let's not go to full speed. There we go. If we leave it too long, they will overdevelop it. So we have to switch it to... Sorry, over-design it. So we have to switch it to the alpha phase, which is down here now. before they over-design it, because that will actually hurt the quality of it. If you over-design something, the quality will start to drop. Marketing Audibel is done. So Audibel's initial launch marketing is now done. He's gone... marketing Visuel, for some reason, was assigned to the core team. Let's assign that back to the marketing team. I wonder why I did that. That will have been slowing down the development as well. Interesting. I didn't notice that. So there we go. We've assigned that to the marketing team now. So that's sorted. But yes, the launch marketing for Audibel is now finished. So when we launch it, the first day, that marketing is all done. Our launch announcements and the demo CDs and all that kind of thing, they've all been done, all been organised. So that will all be sorted now. So now we can just zip through the process. He's not going to have much work to do over the next few days, because that's now causing us to lose money. I am going to end that marketing. So he's kind of just going to be sitting there doing nothing day in, day out until Audibel is finished. And it is currently quality bad at the end of that day. Here's mediocre. The alpha process seems to go through a bit quicker than the design process, which is good. The design process takes a very, very long time. It takes longer depending on how complex the software is that you're producing. I think maybe as the game goes on, the development will take longer and longer. So eventually the design will be quicker than the development or something like that. It says we're heading for bankruptcy. Look at that. Because of all our wages coming out, and we've not got the income coming from Visuel anymore. So yes, our money has dropped quite rapidly. If we look at that, we're spending 9,807 on wages per month, and 1,968 on bills, and our software brought in 413. So we were right to do to stop the marketing at that point. Look, sales there were 28,200. We marketed 6,625 and then made 413. So actually we were 1 day, 1 month late. And I did say that I was going to stop it in the previous month, and I forgot to. So there we go. That would have been the right call. We would have made 28,200 and not spent money on marketing for the following day that ended up being a total loss. We finished the alpha phase. Let's promote this to beta. This is going to be outstanding quality. Beta hopefully won't take very long. Speed up time a bit. Here we go. Fixing the bugs. Bugs. 48 bugs. The marketing is done, so let's hit release. Do you want to start marketing? Yes, we want to start the post-release marketing. Start that campaign. Assign it to the marketing team. It's been done for today, but they'll start on that tomorrow. And I think everyone's earned the right to go home a bit early. So you can go home, you can go home, you can go home, and you can go home. Off you go, everybody. Good job on Audibel, and we will see how much money that makes in the morning, which it will skip to once everyone's got in their car and gone home. There we go. 288,730 euros profit or income sales. 288,784 euros we sold that for. That is awesome. Ellitopia software shocks audio. They say good things come in small packages. Ellitopia software surprises with this awesome audio tool. And apparently Starbeans 2023 is a masterpiece. We highly recommend Audio Studio. Who's that? Giant Studio. So they've produced something as well. And we could live without the Fish Simulator 2. Yeah, I understand it. It's not a very good game. Being a fish doesn't make for a very playable game. Go away. No, go away. No, go away. There we go. So there we go. 2 successful pieces of software. Let's have a look at all software that's been released, and we'll go by release date. There we go. So Audibel made a profit of 240,958 euros in its first month. That's pretty awesome. There's an operating system there that made 7.5 million, but let's ignore that. This is the... Yeah, it's the highest profit item on this list that's not an operating system. Oh no, look, there's a visual tool. Photo Suite 3. Oh, okay. Well, okay, so that one beat us, but there we go. We are the second highest profit piece of software on this list other than an operating system. And that one visual tool. Where's our visual tool? That made 107,000, so that's pretty high on the list too. So now we've done that. We've made software. Bear in mind, that's just the first month. That's going to make money again next month as well. That's what this marketing is for. So it's time for us to develop another piece of software. And this time, we are going to make a game engine, I think. Let's go for add. Let's see what operating systems we want. We need one with the GUI. These have quite good cover now. We don't have a license for that one. That's OptiStop and OptiStop 2. So we can add all of those. So this game engine will be for all of the operating systems with a GUI. And that should cover most of the market. If we hit OK, 99.95% OS coverage. That's pretty good. Just out of interest, if I take OptiStop off because it's slightly older, it doesn't give us any extra features that we can develop, and it does drop us right the way down to 51%. So let's go for OptiStop and OK. So 99.95%. The license cost is only 3,948. That's pretty fantastic. This is going to have 2D rendering, PC speaker, and quality assurance. Pushes the team requirement up to... the team recommendation, not a requirement. Recommendation up to 5. Should we do it with 4, or shall we push it to 5? Let's do it. Let's go without the Q&A. We'll have the innovation low instead of very low. And we'll have the team size of 4. We haven't got any servers yet. We'll have a look at that in a moment. It's not going to be open source. It's not going to be in-house. Let's give it a name. Let's not call it that. Let's see. It's a game engine. And it's got a heavy LL in it because it has Enginel. There we go. It doesn't use our visual tool or our software tool. This is completely separate. Our visual tool or our audio tool. It is completely separate, but there we go. We're going to hit develop on that. They're going to start on that. Straight away, we'll get a marketing campaign set up on it as well for the pre-release marketing and assign that to the marketing team. That marketing's been done, so we still made 281,000 profit on that for today. We have 311,000 euros in funds available to us. So, from this point, we need to have a look at servers. Now, servers are used to increase the efficiency of your development. And we are going to need them in a room. We're going to need to extend our land as well, I think, for this. So, let's get rid of this and let's go... 3, 4, something like that. Let's extend our corridor out. That's 5, that's 4. Ideally for a server room, we want it to be 5 wide, I think. It's only going to be a basic server room at this point. You can see that's put a wall in between. If we select both of those, we can merge those, which is that one. There we go, make them one room, one corridor. And let's go for a room there. So it's making our building a bit of an odd shape, but that's not a problem. Going to need a door to get in there. We'll have a standard door to get in here, and we'll have it in the middle. There we go. It doesn't really need windows. Probably needs a light in there. So we can do that in the furniture area. There we go. Nicely in the middle of the room. And then what we are going to need in here is plenty of ventilation. I don't think we're going to need any heating. But we'll go for 1, 2 ventilators. We have to be a little bit careful because we can't put a table under a ventilator. So if I put the wall up, I can't put a table... Oh, there's a window there. We need to move that as well. In fact, we don't... Oh, that's the toilet window. Okay, yeah, we do need to move that window. We've got anything on that wall? No. Okay. So let's just put that window in there quickly. And I'll go back to what I was previously saying. We don't really want the server room to look in onto the toilet. dismantle that. Yes, okay. Yeah, so if there's a ventilator on the wall here, if we put a table underneath it, then if anything goes wrong with that ventilator, the maintenance team can't reach it because for some reason they're incapable of standing on tables or leaning over a table or anything along those lines. So that will mess things up. So we have to leave a gap there for the maintenance guys. However, we can fit a fair bit in here. We'll just use basic tables because it's not important in here. Hold the shift. There we go. I'm not going to use all of these straight away, but I'm allowing for possible future requirements. And we've only got small servers available to us. So let's go 1 and let's have 2. Okay, and there we go. There are our servers. Let's come out of there into build mode, out of build mode, sorry, and we'll go into the servers window, and it says, oh look, we've got 2 servers. Actually, we don't want 2 servers, we only want 1. So we're going to go wire mode and connect server 1 to talk to server 0. So that is now 1 server using both those machines, like a RAID system, a multi-unit server. So it takes power of 2, that's my phone. Really should learn to turn that off before I start recording. So it uses power of 2. There's 2 servers in the stack. 0 load at the moment. 0 process is running. And we can't have a fallback because we haven't got any other servers. Let's call that core server. Rename. There we go. So that is the core server now. And there's plenty of room for more servers, more machines to be added to that later. Let's turn off wire mode. And then let's have here... Oh, I can't do it yet. Okay, once we get to the alpha stage, we can assign that to that server. So they will use it as like a group versioning system. So SCM is what they call it. If we have a look on here, SCM. It's the source control management. There we go. Have all code synchronized in one place, which reduces bugs and makes your programmers more efficient during the alpha phase. Requires a server. So we can do that. We can assign it to this server once we get to the alpha phase. If you're starting a new piece of software, you can assign it to the server straight away, obviously. But otherwise, we're going to have to wait until the alpha phase. That marketing's done. This marketing's ticking through. This design is actually going very, very quickly. It's slowed right down. The general stage has been done. The audio stage is nearly done, and the 2D stage is taking a while, and everyone's gone on holiday. 3 employees went on vacation because for some reason when you change the vacations in the team window here, it doesn't always update straight away. It sometimes updates the following year. I guess there's some realism to that because if you change when people are allowed their holiday, they might have already booked their holiday, so you do have to give them some leniency there, I guess. Let's get a cleaner in. There we go. Okay, so everyone's back. We skipped through that day pretty quickly because there wasn't much going on. Everyone's back. Let's hope. Can we get to the end of this so that we can assign this server? Come on. Come on. Great quality. Are we going to get to the end today? I don't think we're going to quite make it. No, we're not. So here we go. Tomorrow, they're back. Here we go. Come on. Great. Let's get it to outstanding. And we're done. Develop. And now... oh, there it is. There we go. Now we can click this and we can assign the core server. And if we have a look at this, we'll see that this now will have one process running, which is Enginel. Requires 0.42 power. And that is the alpha process. They are now developing using the core server, which will speed things up and reduce the number of bugs when we come to the beta stage, which is pretty cool. So there we go. Enginel is in development. And how's Audible doing? Talking to press. Really? Right, I'm ending the marketing on that. That wasn't making us very much profit. It made us 16,000. We've just spent 6,750 on it. Really? Okay, so if we make less than 6,750 on it tomorrow, that will have lost us some money. So I just caught that in time. In fact, we lost money there, but that was because of wages. But we've got plenty of money. We've got 300,000 euros sitting in the bank. So that should be enough for us to complete the development of Engine L, and we'll get that released. Game engines, in my experience, don't tend to earn quite as much profit as other pieces of software. But we shall see. We'll see how things go when this is ready to be released. So, things are ticking along nicely. We've made some nice money. I think we've got things well underway. We might look at employing a few more staff for this team in the next episode. Maybe an extra marketer ready for as we start pushing out more and more software and trying to market everything at the same time. Thank you for watching, everybody. I hope you've enjoyed this. If you have done, then please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Let me know what you think of the series and where you would like me to go. Maybe suggest some names for software that you'd like to see me produce. Suggest, I don't know, some things that you'd like to see me do in the game. And I'll try and work those into the series somehow. Thank you for watching, everybody. I've been Ellbristow. This has been Ellitopia Gaming. Don't forget to support the indies. And I will see you next time. There we go. This is us coming down for a landing.